Hi, Alex. Thank you for the introduction and good evening, everyone. It's great to see you here, and thank you for taking the time to be part of our evening. I won't take much time from you. Probably it will be something like 10-15 minutes, but I wanted to give you a glimpse and a bit of history and also some direction and beyond 2022 visibility in terms of EPAM for those of you that you don't know who we are, what we are doing, how we are doing, so on and so forth. So I will focus on a bit of history regarding EPAM, where we are now, and what are our next steps, starting with 2022 and beyond that. So from a history perspective, we started in 1993 in a bedroom of Marton, New Jersey, and the basement of apartment building in Minsk, in Belarus. Now, after that, in 2004, we merged with Fathom technology company, a Hungarian company, and we became 500 people strong together. While later in 2012, we become public, listed on the New York Stock Exchange. And this was something like a bit of uncommon IPO. Why I'm saying this, we were at that point around 7,000 people, with 19% of those being present in Belarus, Hungary, Ukraine, and Russia, 2% in US and rest of EU, while 95% of our clients were based in US and EU. But what was the main change was that we had no formal global people organization, no real sales organization, and no global marketing. But what we had was strong engineering DNA. Later on, in 2012, we acquired our first digital agency and basically learned new words like empathy and creativity. As a result, we moved from EPAM Classic to EPAM Alternative, from only technology and engineering and logic, understanding the customer experience, design, and empathy. And we became a hybrid team. We moved from disrupted to disruptor. And at that point, we also changed our logo. While in January 2013, we set our goal, our mission for the next 2 years till 2015, to become one of the top 3 global leaders in the digital product development services space. And actually, we succeeded. We became a leader in that space. Forrester scored EPAM with the highest of all providers on driving innovation and helping to create innovative new products. Having this in mind, we started to add strategic capabilities by some of merging and acquisitions, and this basically helped us to set our next mission for the next two years, to become a recognized leader in product and platform engineering services, and to reaffirm our leadership constantly by increasing our share of proactive domain-led high-value software services and solution. And we became again leader in that space, Also, Forrester in 2016 named us the company exhibited the strongest grasp and execution of digital platform engineering services of all the vendors were evaluated in their report. Now, we also realized pretty early that our competition it's much broader, right? It consists in traditional software companies, right? As well with global services companies, as well with agency conglomerates like the one that I'm listing here, as well with consultants. Having this in mind, 2 years ago we set our 2021 mission and goal to become the transformation platform for adaptive enterprises. And to become a leading partner for global adaptive enterprises, we must basically be one of the best in the world in terms of innovation, design company, consulting, education, social responsibility, and on the same time, keeping the strongest engineering company that is in our DNA, what basically propels us from the very beginning. And we have multiple important initiatives for that. We set the organization as a platform. We have different product, our own product like EPAM Digital Platform, Engineering Excellence, EPAM Continuing, and recently EPAM Anywhere, while complementing all those with different acquisition and corporate accelerator and venture funds. As a result, we added and we continued to acquire different companies that added further strategic capabilities to our company. Last year in 2020, even during all this pandemic situation, EPAM makes Fortune 100 fastest growing companies, being listed again for the second year in a row, but moving basically from 71 place to 21st. Now, in this year, in 2021, this is a snapshot on where we are right now. We are more than 47,000 EPAMers, while 43 almost are engineers, designers, and consultants. We are activating in more than 35 countries. Actually, it's, to be honest, it's something like the exact number of countries, it's 47, but who actually count those countries? Because right now we are basically onboarding and adding talent everywhere and anywhere in the world. We have recently released the Q3 2021 results, and I encourage everyone to look after them. While having a very balanced presence in terms of revenue by industry vertical. Now, we are experts in, first of all, consultant design, right? Being also on the same time engineer and expert in how to operate and optimize different processes and businesses. As I said, we are present in more than 35 countries in different geographies: America, CIS, APAC, Europe, and we continued this year our acquisitions. Here are the first major companies that we acquired this year. Now, how we continue? We put a lot of accent on education across the globe, having 500 dedicated instructors and providing trainings, tech mentorings, education for managers, language trainings, participating into conferencing and helping people to get their certifications, coaching them, different communities, and access and giving access to our employees to our library and training center. Now, couple of important highlights on what changed for EPAM during the last few years. First of all, we were attributed to be a pioneer of digital engineering. The segment which did not exist just a few years back, right? We were there from the very beginning, and we became the very good in what we are doing. Now, basically, all major industry analysts and strategy consultants firms are studying us because their clients always ask them, how did they do it? How they succeeded, right? And we are accepted in the major league, while we still 10 times smaller than our largest competitors, which actually consider EPAM now as one of the key competitors. What can I tell you regarding EPAM beyond 2021, starting with 2022? We want to scale the business to $10 billion, of course, and we set our as we set our objective and mission in 2019 to become the transformation platform for adaptive enterprises. To become again a leading partner for global adaptive enterprises, again, we need to continue being the best in the world in terms of innovation and design, consulting, education, continuing to be strong and in engineering, and focus on and continuing to focus on the initiative that I mentioned earlier, and the main challenge from our perspective is that to basically to build the company to think, and not just the one to know, right? And this is probably the challenge of the true consultant. This means that basically we need to be able to continuously adapt, especially during these days when things have changed. We are not working on the same office. Everything is being done remotely. A lot of things have changed basically in the last year and a half, and probably whoever adapt easier and faster is going to have a huge advantage within the market. We continue, as I said, our mission, and the growth is basically our proof that we can keep our startup roots intact and sustain this mission and goals that we set so far. Our purpose basically is to enable our customer to be competitive and disruptive in their marketplace, while helping them to navigate successfully through obviously multiple waves of technology and social change. I would like to thank you at this point for being here.